one of my girls from Nigeria. It's been a long time, we've been like she got her residence permit about a year ago, and now she's in Finland. I'm so excited, and I'm looking forward to bringing her here on my channel for her to tell you guys, you know, how she went through, what she went through, and her experience. I know it's gonna help someone out there. So when you're done with the, you have your bank statement ready, you have your insurance, all the required documents, embassy visit. If you have a Finnish embassy in your country, good for you. I say good for you because those from Cameroon or Ghana and in West Africa, let me put it that way. If you don't have an embassy in your country, let me put it that way. I'm talking about Cameroon because I have gone through it, so I know. I can tell you about my experience. If you're going by air, you should be ready to pay not less than 1,000 to spend not less than 1,000 euros. So you get a flight, and also you are spending on accommodation, you're spending on feeding, and when you leave Cameroon, you don't even know when or how long you're gonna live. You are gonna stay in Nigeria because, for example, you can have a VFS global appointment on the 10th, and then you go there and they will be the one to give you the embassy appointment. So you can go there and they're like, okay, you need to visit the embassy on the 20th, or it can be on the 12th, or it can be on the 13th, 3 days after. It can be 1 week after. So you are not even aware. You don't even know how long you're gonna stay. So you need to have enough money. So when you don't have some people in Nigeria, so what you do is you have to stay in a hotel and you have to take off your feeding, your transportation. Transportation in Abuja, it's no biscuit. So to me, it's so unfair, because some students just take a taxi in their country and just go to the embassy. But for those of us without the Finnish embassy in our country, we spend a lot just for embassy visit. And then when you go there, VFS Global will ask you to pay some money. Like if you get your decision and it's positive, they will need to send your residence permit card to you. Oh, I remember paying that money for someone, and she got negative. Did they return the money? No, there's no refund. No refund. So this embassy visit, that's where you spend. That's where you spend because the application fee is moderate. Your bank statement is your money. You're not spending the money, it's in your bank account. But this embassy visit, the insurance is moderate. You can get an insurance between 100 to 150 euros, about for the duration of your the first year. So it's not even like you're spending so much money for the insurance to get health insurance. No. So the fees and then embassy visit, if you don't have an embassy in your country, you should be ready for that. So after your embassy visit and you have a positive decision, then that's where the mega also, like the major expenditure. But to me, that's after the positive decision, you're so excited that you don't even think about the money anyways. You need to get your flight ticket. I think for me, when I used Turkish airline, and I was like, it cost me about 500 euros. Yeah, 1 way ticket, 500 euros. And also, you need to put your things together. You need to buy foodstuffs to come with, or some things that you need for the first maybe 2 to 3 months, and also accommodation. That's very important. Before you even buy your flight ticket, you need to pay to apply for a student apartment. So when it comes to student apartments, it depends on the town, like the city that you're studying. So for example, if you live in Helsinki, then you pay more. If you live in Kokola, you pay a little bit less. But you can spend on average between 200 and 300 euros for an average student apartment. And shared apartment, though, shared furnished apartment. I when I moved here as an international student, I was in a shared apartment, and also shared apartment is good. So you're not just alone; you have a roommate. That's at least it's not like you're in a strange country and you can't, because Finland. Oh God, these people are quiet. You'll be thinking like, is there anybody in this in this whole building? So if you have a roommate, at least it's not necessarily like you guys are talking all the time. Just hearing, oh, somebody's showering, somebody's cooking, someone, somebody's opening the door. It's like, okay, I'm not dead. So you pay money for your student apartment as well. And also, just a word of advice: make sure you have enough money that can last at least 6 months. So when I talk about one that can last at least 6 months, you should have enough money um, in your for your upkeep, right? Because you are not just depending on a job that you don't know when you find. So that you are less stressed. Like you just come and you go to school and you take care of your studies without you thinking of, oh, I need to get a job in order to eat. That's what I'm talking about. So when you are here, you're gonna pay your student union fee as well, but I think mine was like 60 euros. You pay in 2 semesters. So you pay for the first semester, also you pay for the second. Or if you want to pay for both semesters at once, you can pay. But if you combine the two, it doesn't it's not more than 150 euros. Yeah. So if you're planning to move to Finland as an international student, I'll give you an estimate. If you're coming like as a bachelor student, then you should be able to have at most 6,000 euros. So look at affordable universities, 6,000 euros. But if you want to you're looking at universities that you can pay, or programs too, like 4,000 euros. Let's leave it at that. So 4,000 euros for the fees. You have 350 euros for the application fee. That's for residence permit. And then you have, if you take 350 and then combine it with the insurance, then you're gonna have about 500 euros. So that's like 4,500 euros already. And if you are also planning, if you don't have an embassy, so that the ready to spend about 1.5, like 1,500 euros. So that would be 4,500 plus 1,500 is 6,000 euros. And then now your bank statement and everything, that's your money. Student apartment 250, your flight ticket 500, your money for your upkeep at least for 6 months, and then just other things. So you should have at least 10,000 euros if you are planning to move to Finland as an international student, like as a bachelor student. You should have at least 10,000 euros. It will cost you that much, excluding your means of support, which is 6,720 euros. I'm excluding that one because it's not like actual one that you're spending at once. The money will be in your bank account. Okay, so and if you have a sponsor, then that money is not coming from you. So for a master's program, I think the average fees is around 6,000 euros. Yeah, after scholarship, but you have some for 8,000, 12,000, 15,000. So if you're planning to move here as a master's student, your fees just budget 8,000 euros for your fees. And then when you put everything, then obviously we are looking at 15 to 20,000 euros if you want to come study. And I'm doing this calculation per academic year. This is not like for if you have a 3-year program. No. So you can take this money and then you multiply it by 3. So it's not for 1 year. It's not for 3 years or 2 years. So it's for 1 year. I don't know. I'm not so good with money. So I hope at least I just want to give you an estimate so that you know how to budget, how to save, and how to plan. Okay. All right. Like I mentioned, this video is spontaneous. You can see from my, but the most important thing is the information. All right. So I hope this information was helpful to you. Please like this video, share with your friends,